Let me turn the light on. How's everyone doing? Man, it's been a while. I bet y'all are wondering why I'm wearing this crazy looking necklace. Probably not. You may have noticed it or not. But for each zodiac sign, there are certain combination of crystals and like these evil eye things. Like if you were to have, for me, for according to my astrological birth chart and when I was born, evidently one of the bracelets I'm wearing is protects me from evil eye, and so does the double eye, the double evil eye. So more than one evil eye will protect you. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing all right. Okay, so I just want to start off by good afternoon, good morning. Let's see, we're gonna start off by saying Happy New Year's. I hope you guys had a good one. I really do. And you know, no, you guys don't know this, but I treated myself to something that I had been wanting to do for a very, very long time. And that is to go to a seminar. And this seminar was, Happy New Year's, guys. This seminar was with this psychic medium. He's very, very well known. His name is Matt Frazier, okay? He's, I'm sure, worldwide. He's all over the television. He's Netflix. I mean, he also has a YouTube page and he does shorts and all kinds of stuff. But what he does is he communicates with passed on loved ones and delivers the message to whomever he is, channeling for. So I bought a ticket for myself because he was doing an online angel reading, okay? And so went through that experience, had my experience, which was just very phenomenal. I highly recommend you guys look into it. And the next thing is that I gained so much knowledge just in sitting back in this seminar, okay, and listening to each person, who Matt picked on in regards to what they're dealing with in their life and how they're overcoming it and how their angels are like by their side helping them nonstop. He goes into further elaboration about how our guardian angels, we're all given a guardian angel at birth. So, and this angel is an angel that has never walked on earth, okay? So that is very, very clear. So yeah, everyone has one, which is really cool. I've been really, like, I'm not going to say try, because I've been really working on communicating with my guardian angel and finding our connection. And it's definitely been a exciting experience. I've heard a lot of people talking about how, gifts are being heightened. Their awareness is broader. It seems like the veil is thin. I even heard that from a content creator as well. And all these things are correct, okay? Every single one of them. And I think that this is kind of a sign that, hey guys, I think we're doing good. We're on the winning side. I really, really think that is, I mean, that I don't think, I know. I have been working hard and really trying to expand and really get a grip on certain things. There's many, many more questions. There's always questions. If there's not, there's something wrong. But definitely have learned a lot. In the process, I wanted to say something else about that. Oh, the similarity within the seminar and about how many people's story is so much the same. Not so much the same, but there's many people in life are going through random things, okay? And we sit back when we're reflecting on our lives, and it's almost like if we're feeling lonely, like alone, isolated in the world, then this may resonate with you in a sense where you just kind of feel, what was the takeaway on that? You kind of feel like nobody understands you. It's like you feel like nobody sees you for who you truly are. And during this seminar, just listening to each and every individual that Matt picked on, that he was drawn to, there was something that they were going through that each and every single person in the collective could resonate with. And it just blew my freaking mind how just in sync we all are as a collective, you know? And in the grand scheme of things, I don't know, I don't want to go that deep, but it was shockingly accurate on how there was something that I could resonate with in each and everybody's story. And the messages that their angels had for them within this seminar were freaking mind-blowing. I mean, talking about people's spiritual ranking, where they come from, who they are, even messages, the one that helps us the most, the one that is directing us and opening pathways for us. I'm also getting, he also said, along with, near-death experiences, protecting us, making sure that, we are still here and safe and sound, because there's a mission for us and we're not going anywhere. So there was an emphasis on that within the collective that should be known amongst everyone, that your guardian angels play such a huge role in our lives that it's insurmountable. I mean, honestly. And yes, our ancestors have access to us. Our ancestors do have an influence and can fight, through our spiritual warfares. They can help fight, against negative attacks and the evil eye and negative intentions. Yes, they work through our angels. And that was just like to me, because of how well I have been able to communicate with them. It is just mind-blowing, because if you think about it, angels are on a different frequency than our passed on loved ones. They very much are. our passed on loved ones are in this realm, okay, not this realm, you know, in a different realm where, you know, they're in a very much better place. You know, obviously after we pass away, I'm sure you guys have heard of this, where we go through, I forget what it's called, but it's a life review, where, because he emphasizes a lot about how when we pass over, we're like so anxious to get to our loved ones that are still here on earth, okay? Because your loved ones on the other side are there to greet you. You're ready to see what's still happening here because it's so fresh, okay? Much like a baby, okay? A baby's gifts, okay? A baby is so, their innocence is straight from Christ because their connection was just one with Christ, okay? And when they were born, they get older, and yes, that connection is still there, okay? So that was another huge message within it, is there's a lot of people that are struggling with faith. However, I feel as if the faith is just another example to say, hey, there's so many people in the world that have either hit rock bottom, that have, you know, COVID just did it in for them. You know, I'm not talking about passing away, but I'm talking about more in a sense of losing one's direction and one's endurance to fight for those long-term goals that we have for ourselves later on in life, you know, something that we're supposed to be working on. I mean, an analogy would be like our 401k or an IRA account, but in comparison to the way we're working our everyday life towards our legacy and longevity. And there's a lot of clarity that came to me with that, which was extremely neat. Now, I think I said in my last live that I have been noticing that my gifts have been coming, it's almost like a situation will present itself where I can, you know, tap into my gifts with what's in front of me or with what's not in front of me in a different way that I was originally practicing and trying hard to master, and now it's as if like I found the way I was trying to tap into my gifts is not completely different, but is definitely not how I was supposed to be doing it, or the most effective way, because I feel like there's multiple ways we can tap into our gifts into just like one gift, you know what I'm saying? So that was huge to take away from those realizations as well, and just the energy that I felt from that seminar. I videoed myself while I was doing it, and just the orbs in the room were insane. I mean, for me, that's a representation of spirit, you know, our angels. And, you know, I've got so many candles lit around me. I think that's something that's just not coincidental either. Just brightness. And I even have different colors. So it's not like we're all emo over here. So, okay, so I'm here to do a reading for the sign of Cancer. Now, I have been, I'm feeling a little bit scattered brain as I'm coming into this energy, in a sense to where, I'm wanting to be very picky about what I want to say. I want to make sure I have a certain rhyme to my reason, if that makes any sense. Let's see. Okay, now we just had a moon in Cancer. So let's start off with let's see. In the energy, what deck is this? No, I don't want to do that one. Let's start off with, damn, why am I so choosy? It's because I don't see the deck I want to use. Here it is. Okay. Let's see. What is going on with the Cancer collective, but within their energy at this moment? And then after I get done with tuning into the current energy, just for us to get some sort of foundation, I will then do a reading on what you can expect to come in within the beginning of this new 2026 that I don't know. Every year has its challenges, you know? So I feel like we just came through a year that was very, very difficult. And I feel like that can go for pretty much everybody, but in all different areas of their lives. Okay, what's going on with the Cancer collective? What is it that they need to know? I'm just lighting some Palo Santo and praying. And then I'm gonna ring my bell. Spirit reminded me, because I usually do it beforehand, before I start even touching the deck, but I forgot. I'm not perfect. So yeah. All right, let's cleanse the energy. Focus on what it is that you would like to take from this reading and push that intention forward. What revelations would you like to see or hear? Or what clarity do you need to know that you're not going crazy? Because I'm feeling like there's a lot of people in the collective that may feel like they're just going nuts. But really, like I said earlier, you know, you look at Google, and Google has, the first thing you notice is, oh, check out your horoscope today, you know, and then in your email box it's all about horoscope. They even have it in the damn newspaper, you know. Well, shit, they've had it in the newspaper forever, but I mean, it's like everywhere you go, it's more about expanding the mind. And it's like people want to work on regulating their emotions. However, in order to regulate your emotions, you have to shit, I just lost it. Please bring it back. Guardian angel, please bring it back. What was I just saying? About regulating. People want to regulate things. just like their emotions. But what was the significance? I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm scattered brain. Okay. So, oh, the bell. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, let's see. What's in store for Cancer? What is Cancer's current energy at this time? What are they dealing with? What's going on? What's popping? What are they up to? How are they feeling? What's the vibe? What's the tea? What is going on? Okay. What's going on with the Cancer Collective? Their current energy at this time? Let me just pull some out. So we have bonfire and we have chew. Okay, I'm gonna show you the cards. Bonfire and chew. Somebody is thinking really hard. This is giving me nostalgia, but somebody's doing a lot of deep thinking or remembering about when, and it's so crazy. I was talking about the flame, the light, but this is someone reminiscing about when they're, I guess, their home life, being home, a family dynamic. This is someone who is remembering it, and it's almost like coming in code word, like singing and dancing and playing and pillow fighting, and you know. So okay, so what I'm tuning into is childhood memories. So somebody is reminiscing on childhood memories, and they're starting to remember things more and more. It's like this person, you know, if you envision this pathway being very long, you know, and let's say they're this old and they're way over here. Oh, dogs. It's okay. And they're way over here and they're trying to remember something over here when they were like 5 or something. I see that the light is being lit up for them. And something about light. Something about light. And then we have honor at the bottom of the deck. Okay, honor is talking about dignity, works, lineage, awards. So okay, Capricorn, Cancer, you could be in a place where you are looking deeper into your heritage and your lineage and with Chew here we have solve puzzle. Okay, so you've been thinking really hard about, you know, about both sides of your family possibly, you know, and connecting them and where you stand in the middle. What is your makeup? because with shadow here, I'm getting that there's another side to you that has been dormant due to this limiting energy. But I see, I mean, with honor, I see you working through it. I see you, and it even says works. It says Dignity Works Lineage Awards. And we have Safe Haven, Flame, Home, Sing and Dance, and Chew. Deep Thinking, Remember, Solve Puzzles, Code Word. And at the bottom of the deck we have Honor, which talks about your lineage. Solve puzzle. You're being awarded for breaking an ancestral, possibly an ancestral curse or pattern, which took a lot of dignity. Yeah, this was so shadow, okay? Shadow is also our ancestors, you know? It says the other side. So one of your ancestors is here right now to let you know and to congratulate you on working hard and breaking this pattern within a family dynamic that had been repetitive for years. Wow, that's deep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You did a lot of searching. You did a lot of trying to find the answer to finding some resolution and peace. Well, that can only come if we do not have any ancestral trauma that most definitely is inherited throughout the bloodline. And you knew what to look for after doing a lot of investigating, after a lot of research, and a lot of working on yourself, because this person is in the dark using a flashlight. They're really searching hard, okay, in the nooks and crannies, just trying to find, you know, the answer. And because you explored and you searched and you investigated, your ancestors were here to deliver this message to you, that you are now in synchronization with a higher frequency, where you are tapped in to other frequencies. When I think of music, okay, I think of frequencies, right? Okay. Emotions, what do? go up and down, up and down. It's a frequency, okay? Something that you resonate with. Something that is within your energy at this time. This is a synchronization. Your ancestors are here to confirm, and I just heard angels too. So your angels are here as well to confirm that this ancestral pattern that needed to be addressed, to be stopped, for someone in the bloodline to pivot from repeating the same cycle, life cycle again. And the way you were able to do this is because you had a spiritual awakening. That's crazy. In the back of the card says, revealing the truth. The truth was revealed to you. You were wide awake. Clean is giving me like, and my nails, sorry guys. Clean is giving me like, and it's just coming off the top of my head, so please don't get your panties in a bunch. But clean is just coming off as being celibate, or being, for some people who may have done AA or something, or, you know, drinking or whatever, maybe not drinking or whatever, but you were very stern and decisive. This is giving me the Queen of Swords. Is she holding a sword? She sure the hell is. See the end of it? That's a sword in her hand. That's the Queen of Swords. That is so neat. So, right away I'm seeing, just from the bottom of the deck, the energy, you are on a different frequency, to where you have been able to really tap in with your ancestors, and you're really broadening the scales here when it comes to trying out different types, not so much different types of divination. Yeah, I guess so. I told this to somebody the other day because I literally stopped somebody, and I've never done this before ever, but I stopped somebody in a gas station, okay? It was this girl with this other little girl. The oldest girl may have looked like she was, I don't know, 17, 18, and then the little girl was 10. And like the moment they came into view and into like around me, there was this strong energy presence around her, as if I could just fucking see it right there in front of me. And it, you know, I couldn't make out any features or anything like that within seeing the energy within my third eye, but it was definitely an energy that was around the 10-year-old, okay? And I stopped them. I was making coffee, and I stopped them, and I said, do you mind if I tell you something? And I just opened up the deck, and it says, roll the dice, take a chance, risk, leap of faith. And that's exactly what I did, because like I said, I've never done this before in my life. I've seen it done you know, from Matt Fraser, like I was talking about, from other well-known psychic mediums all across the world, you know, the legit ones. I took a chance. I took a risk by asking the older girl if I could pretty much channel for the younger girl that was with her, who is 10 years old, because there was such a prevalent energy around her that it's like, I mean, I was so in tune with my body as well. And I noticed the first thing that came were hot flashes. And I was just like, ugh, you know, like, that doesn't feel too good. But it was definitely, come to find out, it was her grandfather who had just passed away. And they were like two peas in a pod. I mean, he had, evidently she had lived within his household, and she grew up with him, and he grew up in her little life, you know, as long as he was here, watching her grow up every single day. So their bond was extremely, extremely strong, and I could feel that. And that's crazy, because I'm just sitting here just popping the cards like this, and I did open up to the deck where I'm sitting here talking about you know, a leap of faith that I took. And at the bottom of the deck it says, miss you, where I had delivered a message to a stranger out in public at a gas station, to let them know that they had a very, very big energy around them that was protecting them and had a very tight grip on them. Like, it's kind of like you move, I move, just like that, but not in a sense like that. It's just kind of like the words just itself. So I thought that was pretty crazy, and then the synchronicity of this is nuts. So yes, back to the cards. So Cancer, you have put in a lot of work in aspects of finding your peace and doing your part within your lineage. And I think you really showed up and showed out with honor. I really think that you brought honor to your lineage. And like I said, this does speak of like one's shadow self, but it also says the other side, okay? We coexist. So this is definitely an ancestor that is here today, now, delivering this message to you. Back of my oracle cards, revealing the truth that all your hard work of taking your time to be diligent and facing your own fears and your own problems as they came along and got in the way. It's almost like a video game is coming into my mind. And it's just like where, okay, so like if you're playing Crash Bandicoot, you know, you have to get the coins, right? And as you're going, let's say he's on an island and he's got like a task to do, PlayStation game, guys, and he's got a task to do, and he's going straight down this, you know, down the jungle, down this path, and he's got to jump on boxes. Ah, dogs. so rude. But you have to jump on the boxes to pop the boxes so you can receive the coins, and that's what you're supposed to do, is get a bunch of coins. And I just feel like, you know, with look for, it's like you have gone through so many things, and it's like with every trigger that came along when it comes to your healing your traumas and facing your wounds that may trip you up or may have you feeling like triggered, that's what I meant. It's like as you're going through the game and you're walking through the jungle, each box is a trigger, and as you bounce on it, you collect the coin, and that coin is an award. Like it says, it was you honored your lineage by all your hard work that you've done. And that's looking hard in the dark. And the dark it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for having to look in places and in people and in situations that you have yet to travel. And once again, your angels and ancestors have come through to deliver this message to you so that you can recognize ooh, this is deep. This is so deep. So that you can truly recognize the difference that you have made within a year. The person you were last year is no comparison. May have been on the same journey or awakening to it for some. I mean, it's different for everybody, you know? Everybody's spiritual path and journey is different. But our stories are so similar. So they're here to help bring you clarity and understanding that, hey, yes, this is what you have done. You need to celebrate yourself. You need to feel and know your worth and your value, because you are now vibing at a frequency that is in alignment with I heard the Most High. That was just the first thing that came to my head. But I'm getting that you being in alignment with this higher frequency, with this newer perspective, with this, it's like feeling like you went through a rebirth almost. Or if it's not a rebirth, I would definitely say it's a level up. Hush, an ascension. And you did all this because you were very, very firm in finding how or what it was going to take in order for you to receive your peace. Because isn't that what we all fight for? Isn't that what we're all studying? Trying to, hey guys, isn't that what we're all like trying to connect with, and to find the resolve to, the answer to these questions of where's peace? Because that's where I want to be. Wow, that is a very strong energy, Cancer, and I really like that for you. I'm gonna pull, I'm not gonna pull on a different energy. I'm gonna keep this energy. This is the current energy that you're in, so I can only imagine what's coming in for the new year for you. Okay, we're gonna go into the mystical wisdom, and I'll pull some tarot out as well for you. But let's see. What's going on? What is it that you would like, what is it that you would like the Cancer Collective to take away from this recognition, this higher frequency that you are now in resonance with, due to your being very firm in what you believed in, having dignity and honor over your bloodline, and working very diligently and hard on how you can cure, heal the wounds, the trauma within your ancestral bloodline that ultimately passes down to you. Because there comes a point, and this is a message I'm getting, and I'm just gonna say it because I feel like it's true, you know. Oh shit, I just lost it. Hold on. Shh. Shh. It'll come back to me. But oh, I almost had it. Shit, it'll come back to me. So, looking for all the right, or looking in places that you had no idea where you were looking and what you were looking for. You just knew you had to find a resolution to this ancestral trauma, because here it is, I got it, thank you, angels. Because there comes a point in time where when one person finds themselves in a place where, okay, I've got support, I've got money, I've made great success in achieving certain goals that you may have set for yourself. You may be in a marriage or a commitment, okay? So there's some people that may look at their life and they have everything, and for some reason they feel this void within them. And if you are one of those people where you find yourself in a place where you have your family, you have everything you could ask for, you know, or you have at least enough, and you have a good, you know, there's no perfect, but you have a good idea on you know, how to have good relationships with people and to sustain them within your family and friends and things like that. If you have everything that you could possibly ask for and really think about it to yourself, what is this void? You know? And I'm even talking to my light workers, my spiritualists, my healers, the ones that have really, really done a lot of work and search, you know, of this peace, this inner healing, this wisdom, this expansion of the mind, so that you answers are more readily available to you, especially when one is once tapped in. But if you are still resonating with having everything and still feeling that void, then there's some ancestral trauma going on. If all the boxes are marked off as you've worked on, you've gone through, you've healed, or hey, I'm regulating my emotions with my therapist, and you know, I take this or this to help me with my, you know, severe depression, or I heard ADHD, whatever it may be for whoever it may be, you know, it's time to look elsewhere, if that makes any sense. And that's where I see that there is a group, there are many people, many cancers, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, you know, wherever it places in your birth chart where this reading resonates with you, there is something that you have done that has put you in a resonance with a higher frequency, one much higher than you have been in before. And it's all due to you being very goal-oriented and firm with that. Okay, tell me more. What else? What is it that Cancer has taken from this or needs to take from this? Spirit and angels. What is it that that you want the Cancer collective to take away from this? Huh? Well, do tell, angels, what the Cancer collective can take from doing some ancestral healing and now vibing at a very higher vibration. You can seek knowledge. You can learn more. Think about it. If you can learn in darkness, okay, how to honor your remembrance, your lineage, okay, and standing strong in that the whole time, what they want you to take away from this is the way you seek knowledge. And I'm also getting, don't stop. Another message that they want you to take from this is go with the flow. Let things happen. Let things just unfold for you. So if it's saying go with the flow, this to me looks like flow state. So you may, and look, full moon. Tonight's a full moon. there anything else you want Cancer to take away from this message? What else do you want them to take away from this message? Or not away, but take from this message. Wow, this is so incredible. I'm so happy for you guys. Because if you think about it, imagine what the new year is going to look like for you. Well, it's going to look like letting things happen and seeking more knowledge. Because I told the little girl, well, not the little girl, but the one that I gave the channeled message to in the gas station, I told the oldest one that was with her, I said, and I told my girls this too, I said, the sky is not the limit. And once we find we have the faith in that, and we understand that, it's like things start to fall into place. Tell me more. Or is there anything else that you want the Cancer Collective to take from this? Spirit and angels. They want you to take sensuality from it. They want you to express your sensuality. I'm getting that this is someone who may have Cancer. I'm getting that you may have been in a place where you have not felt very vulnerable. I did speak about somebody possibly being celibate for the cards that had came out. Who knows? There's many people out there. This could just be like a celebratory time where, you know, you've just exited a relationship or entered one, or just entered one after a long period of time. It's telling you of not being active. It's telling you it's time to express that part of yourself, and not just that part of yourself, that part of your, you know, that chakra that helps you with your creativity, with tapping in. Guys, guess what we have? We have the phoenix rising from the ashes. I love it. It's a new beginning for a new year. Begin your new life. That is the most important message your angels and ancestors want you to take from this. Is that what they want you to take from this message is that within this past year of 2025, maybe even longer than that, okay, you have sought out a lot of knowledge, okay? And it's telling you that it is paying off. It has opened, whoa, something just fell off the wall. Something falling off the wall. Okay, so it's like when things abnormal would happen around you, this is what you would do. Okay? It's like you would face the shadow instead of run from it, if that makes any sense. Okay? And then we have the other message that they want you to take from this is that you need to just allow things to happen. Your ancestors have already shown you the recognition that you need to take from this. I just heard nobody else's recognition matters other than the work that has been done here to repair some sort of ancestral trauma. We have sensuality. They want you to express yourself more in a more sensual way, in a more sensual manner, to just be at peace with your true, authentic self. And you're rising from the ashes like the phoenix you are. With this new beginning, they're wanting you to, confirmation, they're wanting you to embrace this new life you have set in front of you. That's beautiful. I'm not going to pull any more. That's all. At the bottom of the deck, as we were just talking about healing ancestral trauma, it says legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Very cool. Like, I'm grinning from ear to ear. My face kind of hurts. Oh goodness. Let's see what other messages want to come through. This was a beautiful message. Let's see. Okay, so that's something that has been going on within the current energy for the Cancer collective. Let me see. Oh, before I go into what you can expect to come in for the new year, I'm being guided to do a reading for you from the Mary Magdalene Oracle. Okay? I feel like Mary Magdalene has been showing up for many. You just may be unaware of it, or not familiar with the energy or the messages that are coming through. Let's see. Because each god helps us with different things, right? And goddesses. Okay. Mary Magdalene. Ask if you would please be present during this reading. Please help me deliver this message to the Cancer collectives. Have discernment and a better understanding of which direction it is that they need to move forward in. Ask you to close blocking interferences and to please clear concise messages to the what's going on? What would you like the Cancer collective to know at this time? This is a message from the goddess Mary Magdalene. Okay. Let's see. Mary Magdalene. What is it that you would like the Cancer collective to know about this about this new year? Mary Magdalene wants you to understand the strength that lies within you. And not only that, but it's okay to express your authenticity outside of just such a small group. A group that you know is going to love you no matter how you act. I'm getting family, close friends. No, Mary Magdalene is here to ask you to please honor yourself by not limiting your authenticity to just those that you're close to, because the world is to benefit from it in some sort of way. Let's see what the messages have to say. That was just a channeled message. What would you like the Cancer Collective to know about going into this new year? Last shuffle. Okay, different energies coming in with this. What would you like the Cancer Collective to know going into this new year? Are there any other messages you would like the Cancer Collective to know about going into this new year? Anything else you would like? I'm kind of wanting the messages to come out like this. What would you like? Because I was just doing it one way and then I just started doing it a different way. What would you like the Cancer Collective to take from, to know about starting this new year? And I did channel earlier that Mary Magdalene is wanting you to really tap into your strength, which I'm seeing the Strength card in Tarot. And what I'm taking from that message is she's wanting you to have courage. To have courage. Well, that's a lot. Just a couple more messages for the Cancer Collective for going into the... It might just be these two cards for this new year. Okay, I'll take these. At the bottom of the deck, we have Beloved, Love Never Ends. Okay. And I'm getting that this is coming from a passed over loved one. So how in sync is that? That I just did a reading how Cancer has risen to a higher frequency than before due to healing and working on some sort of ancestral wounds. That was at the bottom of the deck. So your ancestors are showing up here, saying, beloved, love never dies. Never ends. I'm always here for you. Love never dies. And that's your ancestor. Listen to the words that I'm saying. Okay. And underneath that, for the reading, you healing ancestral trauma, you have resurrection. Beloved, love never ends. We're always next to you. Okay? Resurrection. The ego dies, the soul rises. Resurrect in this life. Change that cycle. And Mary Magdalene shows up underneath that. And these aren't the cards that came out, but these are at the bottom of the deck, so they are very significant. And here's Mary Magdalene. Love only ever expands. Love only ever expands. I'm going to keep those out because your ancestors out here. Being great. Remember, one of your cards was you were the phoenix rising from the ashes. Guys, I know y'all see that phoenix. I know you see it. Mary Magdalene is saying that you have been rewarded due to only expanding in your heart space. Your ancestors are here to affirm that love never ends. It's ongoing. Christ-like. And then I feel like they're here to tell you thank you. You've resurrected, or you have removed this sore, this wound that's been in our bloodline for so long. And now we can rise from the ashes. We can have liberation. We don't have to be stuck to and bound to any kind of constraint or any kind of like ill intent somebody had for you. Okay, so the ones that I did get, and then the card after that says the dove. Spirit speaks through the body. I'm going to let you guys know after reading this energy that the way that this person was able to heal this ancestral trauma is through the body. No ritual, no hoodoo voodoo stuff, none of that. Okay, so we have union that came out. This is something that Mary Magdalene wants to bring to your attention that you could be expecting coming up at the beginning of this new year is some sort of union, okay? It says union, and it says myself and soul are one, okay? So I feel as if you may be coming in alignment with other kindred spirits, okay? You may even be coming in union with these people to help lead or direct or to help shed light on the path that is best chosen for them, which is your divine path. Then we have the true human. Mary Magdalene wants you to focus on this coming into this new year. I am fully human and fully divine. That's beautiful. Remember, one of the cards spoke about a dove. Yeah, the dove. Spirit speaks through the body. And I told you that the way this person healed their ancestral lineage or a ancestral wound, one, okay, is through their body, okay? And this is talking about the true human. I am fully human, meaning you're fully in alignment. Do you see this Well, there's that dove, which represents that spirit speaks through the body. Okay. And then we have this portal behind her where our ancestors reside. Okay. There's something there for you to look further into. This is beautiful, guys. Okay, Cancer. So what Mary Magdalene really wants you to know is that you are in a very fertile place in life in many aspects. And we have this skull here. It says love has already won. At the beginning of this reading, I said that I noticed something different. With a different perspective, obviously, but not like it could be a shift in the algorithm, but it was divine timing for me to see that that everyone, like, you see on Google and stuff like that, where it, first thing you see is, oh, check your horoscope, or hey, get a reading from blah blah blah, or whatever. And it's really pushing forward this whole implementing. It's almost as if you can see God's hand in the matrix. You can see God's hand at work in the matrix. And I really have a feeling that it has to do with all of the ones, everyone who is becoming awakened to expanding in love, because that is ultimately the key to your peace. Because if we lack the ability to forgive, if we lack the ability to try and control our emotions and regulate them, if we lack the ability to see the wrong in situations that are very unhealthy,